morning everyone, and welcome to another Connect Spyder video. So we're just getting our final packing done for our next trip. So this trip is going to take us today up to Petawawa, Ontario, and then we're going to cross over the Ontario-Quebec border tomorrow, and we're going to head to Gatineau, Quebec, which is right across the Ottawa River from Ottawa, Ontario, which is Canada's capital. Then we're going to go up into farther north in Quebec to a place called Maniwaki, a day there, over to Val-d'Or, a day there, and then back into Ontario at Kirkland Lake, spend a day there, and then we're going to head back down to North Bay and maybe spend a couple of days down there, see how the time goes. So then after North Bay, we're just going to be heading for home. So we just made our first stop for a little break. We're in Bancroft, just sitting in the parking lot of the Bancroft Heritage Museum. And up there you've got, I guess, the old train station from when the railway went through here. So about 110 kilometers so far into our day. We've got another, at least that to do. We're gonna make our next stop at Eganville, and then we've only got about 60 kilometers left until we get to Petawawa. Okay, so it looks like Les has found something interesting. What have we got here?
Community garden.
Community garden, okay.
Swiss chard, tomatoes. Over here I think we have, I thought I saw beans. Over here. Squash.
Wow.
The size of those. And here we have kale and beans.
I see we've got some tomatoes at the end there. Is that tomatoes at the end?
Yeah. Yeah. Cherry tomatoes.
Good.
Yep. Check them all out. Lots here. And I think they put I think there's are zinnias, and I think they put them here to deter some of the insects.
Oh, okay.
Mowing through the leaves.
So we'll call this a point of interest in Bancroft.
Point of interest, yes. They had a washroom for me.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
So I just wanted to catch some footage as we were coming out of Bancroft on Highway 28. We're going to be coming into some pretty scenic countryside, as you can see. Very hilly areas. But there's a lot of valleys with farming going on here as well. Mills. Eventually Highway 28 takes a kind of a sharp right, and then we head over towards Highway 41, which is just near Botanical Provincial Park. So we'll probably pick that up in a little while here. So we just made the turn onto Highway 41, and this is new road for us. We haven't been this high up on this highway before, and now we're heading up towards the Pembroke area, and this road is going to take us to a place called Eganville, where we're going to have our next stop of the day. That'll be about a total of 240 kilometers or so into our day, and then we've just got a short run from Eganville up to Petawawa. But very, very hilly countryside up through here. It's really very pretty. So we've arrived in Petawawa. She says on the thing that she knows how to ride it. Well, she does. buttons, key, yes.
Brake. That's it. There's nothing to it.
So this is our hotel in Petawawa. Pretty nice little spot. We're all checked in, and now we are going for a walk.
Yeah, so we can stuff ourselves silly.
That's my girl. Stuff our face when we get back to the room. Got our nice cold beers all ready in the fridge. Okay, let's go. So we're just leaving Pembroke now, and we're on a place called Quantum Island, which is the last little bit of Ontario before we cross into the province of Quebec. So this is the first time we've been out of Ontario in quite some time, me for sure. So this is pretty cool, being able to move around a bit more freely. That's the Ottawa River on both sides of us there. So some new adventures await. And we just crossed the border. So we just stopped at a place, it's called Collonges Park, and it's about 100 kilometers west of Gatineau, and there's some waterfalls here, there's a walking trail, so we are gonna spend some time here and take in the sights. So the start of the walking trail is over here. Gonna give that a try, Les?
I'm looking for the weight restriction.
Okay, yeah. Maybe there's an age restriction. Yeah.
Survivor senior.
Yeah, Les is pressing for Survivor seniors.
I hope there's a food reward at the end.
I think we're gonna send you to tribal council and just vote you out. You'll notice I'm not doing this because I would definitely fall. Leslie is still the younger and agile, more agile part of us. Okay, that's the second obstacle is now over. Yeah. Now what? It's just it's the single one.
Okay, right. It's good having duck feet.
Yes. Yes. The obstacle course for the duck-footed person.
So this would be Marie, right?
Yeah, well, she does this all the time.
Not in shoes like this, she doesn't.
They probably do it in bare feet.
Yeah, no, they probably have a certain shoe.
Oh, I'm sure, yes.
I'm not sure about this one, baby. What do I do? Do I sit on the thing? I don't know, I hold on tight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Way to go.
Okay, did I win the food reward?
No, you haven't finished yet.
Oh, really?
You still got the little loggy thing to go here. Come on, unless you gotta do this in 3 minutes.
Do I win the food reward?
No, you get to go for a 1.2 kilometer walk now. Way to go, Les.
Your turn.
Well, give me a waterfall, the drone will fly. It flew, it's back in the bag, didn't lose it this time. This is good news. And there she is again.
Yes, I'm ready for lunch, dear.
Me too, Dust.
Yeah.
Let's go back and get some food.
And heads up on the maiden voyage of the drone, Mini Mavic 2.
Mini Mavic, Mavic Mini, Mini 2,
Yes,
whatever, yes.
yes. You did it!
Yeah.
High fives, Fraser!
I just told the people that I saw a waterfall, I flew the drone. The big difference was this time,
I still have the drones in
it's
my
back in the
pouch.
bag. So we're in Wakefield, Quebec, and we've just stopped at this covered bridge. This bridge was originally built in 1915 and later destroyed by fire, and then the community got together and rebuilt it in 1987. So this is lunch on the road. Les has got it all set up here. So what are we having for lunch today, Les?
We are having, for the third day in a row, we're going to have a small bun with some mini cukes, cheese, and smoked turkey. And this morning we grabbed a couple extras at the Comfort Inn.
Count me in. So we just stopped at the side of the road. I just put the camera back up on my helmet. We're driving through the Verendrye Wildlife or Wilderness area. Sorry for the noise of all the traffic, lots of big trucks. But I thought there would be some nice opportunities for some footage here. So they have these little SOS areas along the Trans-Canada Highway in Quebec, I guess, where you can stop if you get into a problem. And they have a little picnic area here, and there's even a little walking trail down there with a little building. So we're going to carry on our way. We've got a gas stop coming up fairly soon here, and about another like 20 or 30 kilometers where we're going to fuel up for the rest of the journey up to Val-d'Or. So we're ready to load her up, Les. Okay, let's do it. Les gets her armor all ready on the bike, so we're good to go. Try not to get hit by this van here. Okay. Day 5 of our trip took us from Val-d'Or, Quebec, back into Ontario at Kirkland Lake. About halfway between those two towns is a place called Rouyn-Noranda, which is still in the province of Quebec. We found out that right in the middle of Verendrye there was a really nice botanical garden. So this gave us a chance to stop, have a break, and just halfway between Val-d'Or and Kirkland Lake. Day 6 of our trip took us from Kirkland Lake south to North Bay, Ontario. We passed through some beautiful farmland and countryside along the way down through Nilisquart and Temiskaming shores. Unfortunately, the footage that was taken during that leg of our journey did not survive. Chalk that up to operator error. So we're at the last stop of our trip, about an hour from home. We always stop at the same little picnic area for our last little snack and water before we make the last run towards home.
Lots of water this trip.
Lots of water this trip. It's been hot. So we left home on Sunday, August the something or other, like the 15th probably. And we went up to Petawawa. From Petawawa we went over to Gatineau, Quebec. Gatineau, Quebec to Maniwaki. Maniwaki, Quebec to Val-d'Or, Quebec, and that took us through the Verendrye Wildlife area in Quebec. Beautiful, beautiful area.
Mountains, lakes.
And just beautiful scenery all the way. We then went from Val-d'Or over to Kirkland Lake, spent a night in Kirkland Lake. Our Spyder was attacked by some little muddy pawed little animal during the night.
Yeah, snuck under the cover.
Got under the cover. Fortunately didn't do any damage, but sure made a muddy mess. We went from Kirkland Lake down to North Bay yesterday and stayed overnight there, and now we're on our way home. So the good parts of this trip were?
Good parts of this trip. Lovely weather, no rain.
We came home with the drone that we left with, unlike the last trip.
Yeah, we don't have to go shopping on Amazon.
No, don't need to buy a new drone this time. Link in the description below to the demise of the Mavic Mini in the last video.
What else was good? My visor worked the whole trip.
Leslie's helmet sorted itself out.
You didn't lose any connectors.
Didn't lose any connectors. And my new GoPro, my replacement GoPro worked very well. So that's all good.
And the pizza from Domino's at North Bay last night was excellent.
Pizza from Domino's at North Bay, yes.
We're little oinkers. We ordered 2 large. We've got enough for dinner tonight.
Yes, so Domino's pizza for dinner tonight. I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
We're on our way home.
You have to go home and you can do the laundry and I'll wash the bike.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's not
I think we've got that backwards. I'm sure I'm going to have to cut the grass.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, with a machete.
Yeah. So folks, that's going to wrap up another video. If you like the content, please subscribe and hit that little bell so you'll get reminded when we put up a new video. And as always, thank you very much for watching another Connect Spyder video. We'll see you in the next one.